yes, I understand, and they know you fully understand what you're talking about, so you can give them the right help. But because being good with people in any situation, any job, waiter, mechanic, customer service, anything like that, if you're not good with people, you're going to ultimately have a hard time getting through life socially.
In addition to what you say, I think these days that you have to have a lot more confidence when you're communicating with somebody, because anybody can just text you something and you won't have to put any effort into that, but to actually look somebody in the eye and emphasize that you actually want them to pay attention to what you're talking about. It's all about confidence and being aware that you can speak to somebody rather than call them or text them. And to kind of change the subject, I think that has a lot to do with like online dating and stuff. You're avoiding like that physical contact with somebody by just going online and letting the internet do the work for you.
Yeah, I agree with Donna. I mean, like, how many of us just actually go and sit down and go out to eat and actually have eye contact and have a nice dinner, or actually go to the movies and go watch a movie?
The date?
Yeah. Nowadays we're just talking on the internet and there's like nothing real there.
I think we've exhausted the topic of why Facebook makes us unhappy. Page 2, second paragraph. There was a experiment on why Facebook does make us happier. They say it increases social trust and engagement. How do you think that might take place?
Well, there's group events on Facebook, and once you get invited to a group event, don't you feel kind of like included in like your social surroundings?
Do you think you can trust somebody who you only ever met on the internet?
Oh, no. I'm talking about people that like you're friends with, or like you go to school with and stuff like that. Like, there's always those people, like, you get like this random friend request, and like you see like you got like a bunch of mutual friends, but like before you actually accept it, you like look through the mutual friends because you want to see if they're like actual friends. You're like, they're just Facebook friends.
See, another thing is like when you're online and someone's liking your picture, you're like, oh hey, somebody might think I'm pretty, or they're like your status, oh hey, they think I'm witty. You're just getting all this positive reinforcement, like people recognizing you, and you don't really get that, like people don't come up and be like, oh hey, you're really pretty on the norm, like unless you go out of your way.
See, but they'll say that through a computer though.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll say it through a computer.
You
Yeah,
can focus
that's
it.
it.
But they won't say it to your
They
face.
won't say it to your face.
Yeah.
Lack of
There you go. Bring it right back. Bring it right on back.
I tried to switch it, it just didn't work.
No, because the whole deal, everything
went,
is literally just a circle.
There has to be something positive about it.
It's all positive. It's
Well,
just,
connection to
yeah.
people that are across the world, that's a positive. Like, I mean, but obviously you
Yeah,
have-
like I get to talk
It's
to my
only
sister
negative
about
because we do it so much. It's only negative because that we engulf ourselves in it. It's one thing to do it every once in a while, but it's another thing to make it your whole lifestyle.
That's why I continue to say that it's an addiction. Like, that's a privilege to use your phone, and we abuse the privilege by being in our phones 24/7. Like, that's a major issue that we have to deal with and handle. Like, we can't continue to surround ourselves with social media.
I agree with Kennedy. I think that's going back to the topic of, yes, social media has gone overboard completely. And I don't think we're going to come back from it.
I don't think it's just
I think
social media either. I think it's everything. Like I have an app on my phone for Amazon because I enjoy online shopping so much. Because I don't have to go to the store and actually just try things on. But like I'm just saying, like I have gotten so lazy to the point I don't want to go look through racks when I could just go on and okay, I want a pink top.
That's like Salmon ordering pizza. She can't talk through the phone, so then you have to go up to the cashier and struggle with your cash because you're like, so
It's exactly like that.
yeah.
I think if we actually take the time, we really can like adapt back to the things like that we were. Like if we take the internet away and we don't allow it to come back for like a few good years, I think we as humans will adapt back to what we like have. It's just
Why would we?
that's the
Why
thing.
would we?
But then
Like
we'll
when I
think-
can sit there in my room and
Because
stream
it's
Netflix
gone.
on my phone, why
Because
wouldn't I
it's
do
gone, you
that?
can have. What else are you gonna do? You're gonna adapt back to what you normally do, right? Because what if you take away Facebook, everything else like that? You're gonna have to
I
adapt
think
back.
we'll ever adapt back once we've grown into
Do you
it.
think that human?
I, from the day I was born, we've had MySpace and social media networks. It might have not been all of them, like a big list, but there were certainly some of them. I don't remember a time where there wasn't a social media to fall on.
Oh, I do. As me as a person, when I was like 4 and 5 and outside playing, I remember every day after school I would get my homework done and go hang out with my neighbors. I would never get on a computer. I would never go and play video games unless my neighbors were grounded and I had nothing better to do but hang out with my siblings.
I remember playing Pajama Sam like all day on my computer and watching Teletubbies.
I used to watch TV all the time before I got born.
Hey, 7 minutes left, guys. 7 minutes.
So would you say, this question has been relatively answered already, but would you say technology gives us a sense of courage and a self-esteem? And if so, why, other than the fact of just putting on a show and putting it on, would it give you the courage to go out and do something in person, face to face?
Well, it definitely gives you courage because it's stuff I wouldn't say to someone that's truthful. Like I'd take their feelings in consideration more if I was face to face with them, than I would like online. Like I'd be scared of someone punching me for some things.
I'm gonna be completely honest. A long time ago, please don't do this. A long time ago, like 6th grade, I did message some girl on Facebook and told her that she wasn't the most attractive, pretty much. But you look at me now and you realize I would never say that to you face to face, right? Because I wouldn't go up to someone and be like, you're ugly, but like, but it's just, but it is just a message.
From you like that in 6th grade.
That was not you. So, but whenever you're on the computer, you have confidence in your whatever, but then whenever you get outside of it, your self-esteem goes right back.
So how many of us right now would say, go home, you know, you do your homework, how many of us would put our phone down and go outside and hang out with somebody face to face, or sit on the computer and...
I would take my phone out.
See, but
I take my phone with me, and whenever, like, say, back onto the topic of not feeling awkward, just getting on your phone, how many of you, when you're, say you're on a, like you're the third wheel on a date, and the two couples are talking, you're sitting there like, alright, this is awkward. So you avoid that through your phone.
When friends are together, they're both on their phones, and then whatever is on your phone is the topic of discussion. So you see, so like if I'm on Twitter with my friend Chelsea, I'll be like, hey, did you see what blah 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 said about this person? And then conversation gets.
So you think without technology there wouldn't be any conversation?
I mean, there can be conversation, but it's another thing that you rely on that. Like if there's no conversation at all, you look at your phone and you're like, hey.
I mean, like 2 days ago, I went to Applebee's with my friend Caitlin, and we just sat there playing on our phones, so our phone, like, food got here. Like, I don't know why we did it, why we didn't talk, but we did.
I agree with you, Olivia, because when I walk in my living room at night, I see my sister and her friend from across the street sitting on the couch like this, playing games the whole time, and that's how they bond. I don't understand how you can get to know a person through technology.
I think it's just with them being there kind of thing. Like Sam and I, in middle school, when she was home alone, she'd call me. We just sit on the phone, not talking, reading books
Remember those days?
for hours.
So you're saying it's the comfort of knowing somebody's there.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It's like the knowing that someone is there for you and you don't have to say anything.
Jasmine, do you have anything to say about this kind of like topic? Like jump in on it? Do you think that Facebook like destroys like friendships and like or helps build them and like?
I mean, it can kind of go both ways, actually. Because if you're on there and somebody talks about your friend and then you go along with it, then yeah, you can lose a friend. But in a way, you can make friends too, even though you may not see them all the time.
McKenna,
Yeah, go.
do you agree or do you disagree with Jasmine's statement?
No, I agree, because let's say someone like says something on Facebook, and of course you're obviously thinking about you even if you don't know this person.
I agree with you because because say you're in a fight with a friend and they make a status, you automatically assume it's about you when you have had no communication with that person about that subject.
What do you think, Keon? You need to jump in on this. About the
Lord.
whole
Do you think like technology like helps build friendships, or like does it like
keeps people from going outside. Like, I mean, I don't really like use Facebook like that, like for like basketball, like highlights and stuff like that. Pretty
What
much.
do you use it for?
Like just watching basketball, like video highlights and stuff.
See, that goes with the different experiences thing. For you, it's just watching basketball, not really interacting, just chilling.
Is there anyone in here who isn't on Facebook 24/7, or is there anybody in here who doesn't have a Facebook?
I don't have a Facebook. I used to have one, but I deleted it because I realized that I really don't have a use for it. And after I deleted it, it was like it never even existed for me. Because once you hop off the train of technology, you realize what kind of impact it has on your life and what you really do use it for. Because I feel like people just go on there because it's there.
I agree with
they have
Donna, because I do the
reasons
same
to.
exact thing with Twitter. Sometimes there's Twitter, sometimes there's days where I just hang on it all the time, but then I delete the app and I get rid of it for like a week or so, and then I realize, hey wait, I was supposed to talk to this person, so then I get it back. So I let go of it, and then I feel so much better whenever I don't have it, because then I'm more social with other people, and like there's other things I could be doing instead of sitting on Twitter.
Brittany, do you have Facebook? Do you think you would be more social with people if you didn't have a Facebook?
Not really, because if I didn't have a Facebook, I wouldn't be as social.
So how do you think that having a Facebook makes you more social?
I don't know,
Are you really into the chatting?
sometimes.
I mean, and Facebook, that can be a point too. Facebook, some people are afraid to reach out to other people, and it makes it easier to get to know, not necessarily get to know somebody, but you can learn things about them by asking them questions and telling them things about yourself. But some people are too shy to confront somebody to their face.
Yeah, but once you actually start getting that connection on Facebook, what happens when you meet that person in real life? It's not going to be the same.
No conversation.
It's awkward.
It's not the same, but it in a way can be more comfortable for you because you already have had a connection with this person, and whether it's through like the internet or an actual person, you still have a little bit of a connection. So if you say you're on an online dating site and you're talking to someone and then they ask to meet you, obviously if you've been talking for a while, you're gonna have a little bit more of a connection than if you just randomly met them on the street.
Yeah.
I've noticed that whenever you're talking to someone, like texting someone, then you can talk to them about what's going on, like in your house right now. You'd be like, oh my god, my mom's yelling at me right now. But then whenever you're together, you both see what's going on, so then there's nothing really to
See, like, I don't think that's true because a lot of my friendships, like, last night I was over at my friend Kaylee's and I was there with my sister and her brother and stuff like that. And we were sitting there just, like, chilling, just, like, talking about, like, what we're gonna do, like, and most of the time, like, when we're actually talking, none of us are on our phones, and if we are, it's only to, like, for, like, 2 seconds, and then, like, we're done.
But
And
you're more comfortable with those people because you've known them longer, right?
I haven't really known them that long.
I mean, your sister's there, so like.
Yeah, but I'm not always there with my sister and stuff like that. And last time I saw Kaylee was like 2 weeks ago. I barely even talked to them, like, cause I've been busy and so I always see them like every once in a while.
But it's not someone that you met over the internet. And
I actually met them over the internet.
Do you guys think most are so addicted to it, it'll eventually lead to like complete destruction?
Mass murder.
Like when it comes to speaking to people.
I think, yeah, eventually in the future, Facebook really will, not just Facebook, but social media will eventually take over. And people are going to be like in the Wall-E movie, and there's like chairs looking all fat and crap, and they're just going to be typing, won't even looking at the person next to them, just typing, and then the computer will speak it out to them because they're so lazy and so like fat that they can't even move their necks to like.
We're slowly getting
I
there.
agree. I think that they're gonna keep. I don't think it's necessarily going to be Facebook and Twitter. I think they're gonna create more social media, and with the technology we have now, things are gonna get so big.
Well, you never really know because people are always waiting and looking for like new, innovative, and instantaneous things to do things that they don't really feel like doing. Like they don't feel like they should be doing as a person. They feel like somebody else should be doing this for me, or something should be created so that it would make everything easier. Because in this world, everything is starting to revolve around like
The word easier.
the word easier. People want things to be happening.
Hey, I love y'all. I am so proud of you today.